To all North Pole City Elves, those in Santa's Village, in the lower 48, and all around the world, this is your weekly update. I am your host, Walter Mistletoe Livingstone. Let's go to press. For the week of March 21st, 2022, your sponsor will be ourselves, WELF NPC North Pole City radio station. Now broadcasting live on the internet, WELF NPC North Pole City radio is now 24/7. Update from Santa's Village. Santa and the supervisors from the workshops and warehouses have come to an agreement for spring break. Originally, Santa has said that he wants all elves on break this week, but has agreed to allow a skeleton crew to work half shifts or quarter shifts this week on a volunteer basis. Once productivity quotas are caught up, he wants the elves to take an additional time off. From the Department of Elfland Security, following orders and directives from Santa, Edward Hinklemeyer will be waiving any recording of overages in reference to potential time-off tax this week for any workshops, factories, or warehouse workers. As you know, all workshops, factories, and warehouses were scheduled to be closed this week due to spring break. However, with these temporary agreements, the overwork taxation system needs to be put on hold. All of the offices for the Department of Elfland Security, with the exception of the Security Detail Division, will be closed this week. The Division of WWWPR have been busy working on the WELF NPC North Pole City radio station webpage to expand it and allow for additional show pages, which will be coming out soon. Check out the new WELF NPC page on TAOLF.com. North Pole City weather update. We will have mild temperatures this week with no snow in the forecast. Enjoy the nice weather for your spring break. The WELF NPC North Pole City Radio has established a new internet-based connection for the radio station, which will now allow listeners from all over the world to tap into our radio feed and listen in to the radio station. If you're away from North Pole City for any reason, you can now pick up the station by connecting to TAOLF.com and selecting the WELF NPC News Radio from the North Pole City menu. There is a link to the station's live broadcast page, or you can listen to the station right from TAOLF.com. The station will be adding more and more shows as time permits, and there will be rebroadcasts of old-time radio shows that Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the elves just love to listen to while they're working. The first show added to the rotation is Matinee Theater, which was a 30-minute show that originally broadcasted in the 1940s on Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. You can now listen to this show on WELF NPC North Pole City Radio. Also, if you are on Twitter and follow at TAOLF, you will get a tweet every time a show starts on the station. For this week in Elf History, I'm going to turn it over to our investigative reporter, Becky Marshmallow Livingstone. Becky, take it away.
Thanks, Walter. Today we're going to talk about OK. OK? Well, on March 23rd of 1839, the initials OK were first published in the Boston Morning Post. It was meant as an abbreviation for All Correct, OLLKORRECT, a popular slang misspelling of all correct at the time. OK steadily made its way into the everyday speech of Americans. During the late 1830s, it was a favorite practice among younger, educated circles to misspell words intentionally, then abbreviate them and use them as slang when talking to one another. Just as teenagers do today, they had slang that was based on distortions of common words, like cool, K-E-W-L for cool, or DZ for these. The in-crowd of the 1830s had a whole host of slang terms that they abbreviated. Popular abbreviations included KY for no use, spelled KNOWYUSE. They also had KG for no go, KNOWGO, and OW for all right, OLLWRIGHT. Of all the abbreviations used during that time, OK was propelled into the limelight when it was printed in the Boston Morning Post as part of a joke. I like jokes. Do you like jokes, Walter? I think jokes are great. Okay, Walter. I gotcha. Well, its popularity exploded when it was picked up by contemporary politicians. When the incumbent president, Martin Van Buren, was up for re-election, his Democratic supporters organized a band of thugs to influence voters. This group was formerly called the OK Club, which referred to both Van Buren's nickname, Old Kinderhook, based on his hometown of Kinderhook, New York, and the term recently made popular in the papers. At the same time, the opposing Whig Party made use of OK to denigrate Van Buren's political mentor, Andrew Jackson. According to the Whigs, Jackson invented the abbreviation OK to cover up his own misspelling of all correct. The man responsible for unraveling the mystery behind OK was an American linguist named Alan Walker Reed. He was an English professor at Columbia University. I went to Columbia University one time before, Walter. Have you ever been to Columbia University? I'll bet you haven't. I like to travel more than you. Right. As English professor, he dispelled the host of erroneous theories on the origins of OK, ranging from the name of a popular army biscuit, Orrin Kendall, to the name of a Haitian port named for its famous rum, Ox Case, to the signature of a Choctaw chief named Old Keokuk. Whatever its origins, OK has become one of the most ubiquitous terms in the world, and certainly one of America's greatest lingual exports. Okay, back to you, Walter.
Okay, Becky, that was okay. The North Pole City Commerce Association has decided to declare everyone who participated in the St. Patrick's Day pub crawl and scavenger hunt winners of the contest. There were so many entries turned in at the office, it was so hard to determine a single winner of the event. Next year, they will be redesigning the judging of the contest. However, with thousands participating, they are calling this year's event a great success. The North Pole City Council and Santa has asked the engineers and cartographers who put together the official North Pole City map to start working on a map of Santa's Village as well. The only map that exists for Santa's Village is one that Santa sketched on a piece of papyrus when he first came to the area many years ago. Having a nice map hanging up in my office would be nice, said Santa, and probably needed to plan out some expansion in the future. The North Pole City Sports League has put out a statement to suggest that those from the Department of Elfland Security departments who will be participating in this year's Reindeer Games that you may want to take advantage of this nice weather we are having and your time off to start getting in shape for the games. Take some time to relax, take some walks or runs. You'll be glad that you did this summer. There are many events, picnics, parties, and open houses going on throughout the entire city this week that there are just too many to list. Just make sure you get out there, enjoy yourself, and relax a little bit, and enjoy your spring break. WELF NPC would like to wish a very happy 425th birthday to Carrie Cookie Winterbone from the Office of Elf Affairs. Carrie Cookie has just transferred over to the office from the Candy Cane Factory and plans on helping Edward Hinklemeyer to get more of the Elf Workers Union Handbook up on the website. We wish you many more happy years and good luck with your project. This is Walter Mistletoe Livingstone with the reminder, even though you're growing up, you should never stop having fun. Have a good evening and be sure to tune in next week for another WELF NPC North Pole Radio News Update.